So I had earlier made a video on unhealthy coping mechanisms. So today we can make a video on some healthy and beneficial coping mechanisms. So one of the things you want to try and do is avoid anything that allows you to escape from your issues. And one of the things that allows a lot of people to escape, or some of the things that allow people to escape their problems temporarily, are things like alcohol, drugs, and weed, and basically anything you smoke. So there are a lot of those things only create temporary relief from your problems, and then once the effects wear off, you're back to square one. So one of the things you want to do is avoid them. And I know initially in the beginning it can be very difficult because the urge is there, but the best way to get over some of your issues is to face them head on. And so you want to get comfortable facing your problems and facing them fast before your brain has time to elaborate them and make them seem bigger than they actually are. Because most problems are not as big as you think that they are. And the big ones, the aim here is to take them down piece by piece, not to face the entire problem at once. So the first thing is stay away from things that allow you to temporarily escape your problems. Secondly is information. A lot of the issues that you face in life have already been faced by somebody else. Somebody has already gone through what you've gone through. So what you want to do now is get information on how to face that problem from someone who has already gone through it. If it's depression you're going through, you want to get advice on depression. If it is trauma that you're going through, you want to get advice on trauma. If it is fear, if it is a breakup, you want to get information on whatever it is that you're going through in that particular moment. And so get as much information, listen to as many people, open yourself up to be talked to, and open yourself up to listen, so you can at least put yourself in position to get something that helps you. All right, so first is stop avoiding it, meaning do not take anything that allows you escape the problem temporarily. And second is get information. The third part is you want to communicate with someone. You want to build relationships and friendships that you can talk about a lot of these ugly things. Okay? You want to at least have one friend. If you don't have one friend, then either you've not spent time cultivating good friendships, and we can talk about that on another day, or you are not someone people can easily talk to or easily approach. So you want to be able to cultivate that friendship, and you want to be able to cultivate it before you need it. And so you want to go and talk to someone once you have gotten the information that you have gotten, and you want to be able to effectively communicate what you're going through with this person. And hopefully this is someone that listens. And an easy way to tell if they're a good friend is they listen to you, they agree with you, maybe not all the time, they might not agree with you all the time, but they listen to you, and they can even communicate a time when they were in the same position. And so you want to get that thing off your chest. You want to talk to somebody that you can trust, okay? And someone you can easily talk to. That is number 3. Number 4 is you want to be able to spend time alone. One of the biggest fears that people have is being alone with their thoughts. But the interesting thing about your thoughts is that the more you run away from them, the worse they get. And so if you do not have the ability to sit by yourself without music playing, without anything going on, and just allow your brain to process everything it needs to process. Because one of the reasons why people have breakdowns in public, one of the reasons why people have outbursts, is because they have not actually given their brains the opportunity to effectively process those emotions and to effectively process what they are going through. Because if you keep pushing things into your head, it does not give your brain the opportunity to actually break anything down and process it effectively. If you are constantly numbing yourself with alcohol, you prevent your brain from processing. If you're constantly putting yourself in interactions, loud places, you're not giving your brain time to process. If you are constantly trying to be active, you're not giving your brain time to process. You need time alone in order to give your brain the opportunity to actually process what it is going through and to actually heal itself, because the brain has the ability to do that. So you want to put yourself in a position where you are alone. And then fifth, you want to come to acceptance. You want to accept whatever it is has happened as life. Because here's the crazy thing about it. When bad things are done to you, you have to come to accept that, hey, shit happens. Because here's the crazy thing, and this is something people never really listen to, and something people never really understand. Once upon a time, or at one time in your life, you will do something to someone that traumatizes them, and they have to recover from you. And so when you think about that, it takes away these magical goggles of you being so special. No. You can be either the victor in someone's story or the villain. You can be good and you can be bad. And I guarantee you, if you're watching this, you have probably done some bad things. And you've also probably done some good things. And there are people who are traumatized because of you, and there are people who are not traumatized because of you. So, if you come to accept that you're not super special and that these things happen and it was not just directed at you, you maybe you were in a bad place at a bad time, you can learn to let these things go a lot faster. So those are some of the healthy coping mechanisms that I recommend. You can go through them again. You want to stop avoiding, basically stop running away from your problems, stop drowning yourself in things like alcohol and all of those things, and stop, basically avoiding them. Secondly, you want to get information. You want to get as much information as you can about what you're going through. Thirdly, you want to communicate to someone. Fourthly, you want to spend time alone. And fifth, stop thinking that you are special. A lot of these things are not just happening to you, they're happening to a lot of people. And you sometimes are doing some of these things to other people. So that's my opinion. Feel free to let me know what you think in the comments.